Coffee time!
Roll up a joint and pour yourself a fresh cup of joe. It's time for Coffee Pot. With your hosts, Nardo and Sids. I'm Sids.
And I'm Nardo.
Alright. Hey, you know what today is? It's Nardo's birthday.
I knew that
say
one.
happy birthday, Nardo.
I don't think you understand how podcasts work.
Hey, shut up. I'd like to imagine that everyone is at home wishing you a happy birthday.
Okay.
Alright? Just because they're saying it to their screens, and maybe they're listening to this at a different day when it's not really your birthday. You know. Whatever. I am trying to be nice. Wish you a happy birthday. So I want to talk about this thing that I saw at work the other day. I don't think we mentioned it on this show before, but I work at a grocery store. And the other day, I walk in, and up front they have this display. It's just cans of nothing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I was curious, and I went and looked at it. And it's like a little can, this like a little piggy bank you can fill up. But what it is actually for the food banks. And you buy this can of nothing for $5, and the money goes to the food bank.
That's cool.
Yeah, a bunch of different states are doing this. And, you know, at participating stores.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool.
Instead of just buying like a sticker in the window or something.
Right, yeah. Or just, a little ribbon or something, whatever. Or, like, even, like, bringing in food, you know, because everyone brings the crap that they don't want.
Yeah.
So it's like, nobody wants this stuff. Even the starving people don't want to eat this crap. You just give us $5 instead. So yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. I used to be a homeless guy. Actually, I was a homeless kid. I wasn't really a guy at that point in my life. But I've been a homeless person who didn't have anything to eat, so I can sympathize with that. There's a video of, like, them doing this at a mall and showing this lady, like, we're going to show you what a lot of people in your state eat for dinner tonight. And they just open a tray and there's nothing there. She's like, oh, wow. And then, like, later it shows her, like, crying. I'm like, I don't know if you need to cry over it. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you like Oreos?
Kinda.
Kind of?
I mean, they're okay.
Well, I like Oreos. I think they're great. But they have changed a lot since they first came out in 1912.
Wow.
Right?
How have they changed?
Well, first they had... Well, for a little while in the 1920s, for a short period of time, they actually had a lemon-flavored Oreo. Which, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
That only happened for a short period of time. And then they came out with the double stuffed Oreo.
I don't like them.
Because this is America, and we need more sugar in our cookies. More cream. We need to be fatter. And then, from there, that wasn't enough. Because then people needed all the... You know?
Yeah, I've seen some weird ones.
You get this, like, peanut butter and coffee and strawberry shortcake and, like, all sorts of ridiculous things. And that still wasn't enough. Now, we have mega stuff Oreos.
Is it just way more?
Yeah, there's just way more cream in there. There are 10 less cookies in the package than double stuffed Oreos. Because there's that much cream in there.
Right. It's pretty terrible.
That's ridiculous. I feel this is unnecessary.
Yeah.
But also, now, they're having this competition where you can decide whether you like the cookies or the cream better. Because there is this guy. This seems very fake to me. Like, this is made up by the company for publicity. This guy who doesn't like the cream in Oreos, so he made this machine that separates the cream out of the Oreos.
uh,
Yeah.
that's entertaining.
Right? And there's a video of him, like, explaining how he made the machine and his motivation behind it and everything. And then the machine actually working, and he, like, cuts an Oreo in half with a machete. Just like, or not a machete, a hatchet just comes down on an automated arm, just slices an Oreo in half.
Hmm.
And then it gets all cleaned up with different things. It takes the rest of the cream off, and then he eats them.
I don't really like the
Ridiculous.
cream. I like the cookie.
Yeah, that's what his thought is.
But I would probably just buy his machine instead of making one.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty silly machine. It's
Yeah.
very Ruth Goldberg style.
I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, you can like register to win. I think it's $100,000. Tell them whether you like the cream or the cookie better.
Interesting.
Apparently these mega stuff Oreos are a limited time thing, so
That's good.
anyone who feels that they need these, go buy them now. They're gonna go the way of the Twinkie.
Hmm.
That just made me imagine like a heaven full of snack cakes.
Oh man,
Cancelled before their time.
we could have all the funny bones we wanted.
I was just thinking that, like, oh, funny bones, how I miss you.
Ugh. So, imagine this: you get a package in the mail, and it contains around 7 pounds of marijuana.
Okay,
Okay,
I like this.
until the dudes show up at your house who the marijuana was intended for because FedEx gave them your address.
Oh,
That's what happened to a Massachusetts woman.
whoops.
She opens this box, and it contains a bunch of candy and peppermints and stuff, candles, and then something she thought was potpourri. She claims.
Yeah, that's what she thought. That's why she was burning it in her potpourri burner.
And like, she's suing FedEx
Yep,
for bringing her drugs and then sending criminals to come get them. Apparently,
right.
yeah, 3 big dudes showed up at her house looking for it. I assume they were big. It doesn't say how big they were.
Did she give it to him?
No, she said she didn't have it and locked the door. Called the cops.
Nice. Did she give it to the cops?
I assume so.
Damn.
Yeah,
Would have been better if she's like, I didn't get this package. I don't know what you're talking about.
the police did make an arrest. Well, but she's suing because they did it. So,
Right.
and I can see how it happens. If you go to the FedEx office and you're like, "Oh, I didn't get my package," and they're like, "Oh, well, we delivered it to this address."
Yeah.
If they have a tracking number or something,
Yeah.
But I can also see where she's suing because some angry
Yeah,
people
I
showed up
mean-
at her house.
You think that now they're gonna have like, I don't know. We're gonna look into what people are shipping more. I don't know if they
I
have
don't
any rate,
know.
how much rate that. I don't know.
Probably not. I mean, all right. I guess I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I don't know what they can do about the fact that people are using their company to ship drugs.
Hmm. It's probably a out of sight, out of mind kind of thing.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah,
we
right.
don't know. We didn't open it.
Yeah, I didn't look what was inside. It's not like we X-ray these things or anything. Oh yeah, I'd be screwed because I would keep it and then
I can't imagine. That's what I took away from the story too. It's like that would be the happiest day of
uh,
my life.
yeah. Then when the dudes show up, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Nope, this is something else I'm smoking right now
Yeah,
at this
no.
very moment.
Right at this very moment, right, I answer the door, smoking a joint. I'm like, "What's up, dude?
You're like
What
using
are you
your
looking
foot to
for?"
push the box behind you.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so there is this video on YouTube of this black kid who claims he can turn into a Super Saiyan, and like the beginning, he goes through and says how, like, if you put your mind to it, you could do anything. Which, the beginning little speech was kind of nice, motivational. And then he's like, and this giving me the ability to turn into a Super Saiyan. It's like, I don't know. And then he shows what he calls his going Super Saiyan. And it pretty much just looks like he's constipated, which, I mean, I've watched Dragon Ball Z, and it's very much what it looks like.
Right, spot on.
Yeah. Like, halfway through, he rips off his shirt, and his eyes are, like, rolling in the back of his head. And it's pretty great. I gotta say. You're gonna have to watch it. 'Cause, oh, my God.
And this is his entire display, yes?
Yeah.
Huh.
He goes all out. And
That's,
at the end, he even, like, has, like, a deeper kind of, and they go Super Saiyan and their voice changes.
is he like blonde?
A little more serious.
Like
No,
all of a sudden?
he's a black. That's what I wanted too. Like, I wanted his hair to just go crazy long and get blonde. But no, he's still a little black kid.
Bummer.
Yeah. So, pretty much everyone is on YouTube, but
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
it really is. It's like the beginning though is like it's good. It's kind of like, all right, this kid seems to have an all right head on his shoulders, but he's losing it somewhere. Anyway, somebody who is better at being a superhero, Batman.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is my overall goal in life to become Batman.
I agree.
Yeah. Anyway, I have this story here of these cosplayers in a restaurant. This restaurant is in Japan, and it's down the street from a school that hosts a convention every year where there's always a lot of cosplayers and costumers. And so, they're used to having people dress up in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going on one day. There's a whole group of costumers who are already in the restaurant at their table. And then this other group of kids come in and start kind of making fun of all the costumers, like calling them gay and stupid and stuff. Nerds and virgins. And so the people at the restaurant are noticing this, but they're not really doing anything, so they don't do anything about it. But then one of the costumers is talking on his phone, and it's a little loud. So the other punks tell him to quiet down. So he does, and he apologizes for being loud. Starts talking really quiet. And then one of the guys goes up and complains that the people in the costumes were being mean to them and calling them names and stuff. Oh, and he actually went up to the manager and said this. So then the girl who was working went to the manager and said, no, it was actually the other way around. They were being jerks, but nothing really happened, so I didn't say anything about it. So the manager goes back to them and tells him what the girl said. And so they start flipping out at the manager, and the manager asks them to leave, and they don't want to. So then the costumers start coming over, and they're trying to. The manager's trying to get the other people out, and they still won't do it. So the costumers go to ask him, if they need any help to get him out, and the guy won't leave and goes to push the manager, and this guy dressed as Batman grabs the guy by the arm and pushes his head down on the table. So then he's like, who the fuck are you? What do you think you're doing? And the guy goes, I am justice. I am the knight. I am Batman.
Oh, that's good.
Right? Yeah. So then, of course, the punks leave. And
If you were dressed as a superhero and you witnessed any sort of crime, wouldn't you spring into action?
you have to, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
And especially as Batman. Like, if you're dressed as Batman, it's your duty to do something.
otherwise you suck.
Yeah, I mean, you do suck.
Imagine how people would feel if they were like getting mugged and there was Batman just standing there pretending not to look.
Right? Yeah. Do 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 do.
Just mind your own business.
I didn't see anything.
Even like logically knowing that Batman doesn't exist, for else, I would be upset if I got robbed and Batman just watched.
Yeah. That'd piss me off. You're Batman. You do something. Come on. That's what you did when your parents got murdered? You sat there and watched? Yeah, I'd be a dick if Batman wasn't helping.
Oh, man. So I have a story from Iowa.
Iowa, huh?
Huh? Right? 2 school bus drivers got fired for racing
What? That is awesome.
with students on the bus.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of road were they racing on? Like a highway or?
I don't really know.
So just one bus in the wrong lane, fucking racing down a road.
Yeah, that's why they got fired. At first, the kids were, going in, they were going with it.
Right.
They thought it was cool. And then they
Right, I
started to get
would.
scared,
Right. Like, oh, what if we
panicking.
crash? Oh man.
The school board president said, "I have no idea how long they were side by side, but it was long enough that the children were fearful."
Wow.
That's one of those things where, like, you go home and you tell your parents, and they're like, "Nah."
That didn't happen. I swear, Mom.
When I was in kindergarten, a kid brought a gun to show and tell.
What?
And I told my mom, and she goes, "Nuh-uh." And I swore to her, that it was true. So she grounded me.
Yep.
And then she goes to a parent-teacher meeting, and they're like, "Yeah, we had a little incident. Child brought a gun to school." And she was like, "And you didn't tell anyone?"
My God. Wow.
It wasn't loaded.
It wasn't loaded. I mean, he had the bullets in his pocket, but
That's when I lived in the city.
what?
Yeah. I never told you that story?
No, you never told me this before.
Huh. Yeah, when I lived in Manchester.
That's crazy.
Kindergarten.
Wow. Like, I guess there's some states where I would expect that, but no.
No, New Hampshire.
I guess New Hampshire, I might as well expect that. I mean, it's like, this is my hunting rifle. I'm bringing it to school. Like, that's what I expect from New Hampshire.
Yeah. No, he brought a
But not-
handgun for show and tell.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, but in Manchester though, that's a little different.
Yeah.
Why would this kid have a handgun?
He brought it in. He was like, "This is what my parents used to threaten drug dealers."
Oh my God! Really?
No, I'm making that up.
Because that wouldn't have surprised me. Like, did he say? Like, why did he bring in a gun?
I don't know. This was a long time ago.
Oh. All right. That was a great story. Can't
About
believe
the
I
bus
didn't hear that
racing, or
before.
that?
Both?
Yeah.
Both of those, I guess.
Did I
That one
mention that
entertained me more.
both of the bus drivers were fired?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Rightfully so.
Parents
Oh
must have
my
been angry.
Ah,
Like the
I would've
PTA
been.
meeting that week must have been crazy.
Yeah. What the fuck were you guys doing? Racing, duh. Bus racing. So, did you hear about this sinkhole in Florida
I heard something.
that swallowed this guy up?
Yeah, I heard that a guy died.
Jeff Bush? Yeah. 20-foot wide sinkhole opened his house and swallowed him up.
That's a bummer.
And, like, his brother, like, heard him, like, screaming for help and was trying to find him, and he couldn't find him. Couldn't help him get out. Yeah. So, that sucks.
Do you think the one guy thought he was in Tremors?
I wouldn't know. I didn't realize sinkholes were such a big thing, but apparently it happens all the time. More often in Florida, where this was. It's like a whole stretch that's called Sinkhole Alley, which I didn't realize was a thing either.
Me either.
I like that they just, like, when an area is known for dangerous natural disasters, they just call it an alley. For whatever reason.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, there's a bunch of pictures of sinkholes, and some of them are, like, perfectly round. It looks like from a sci-fi movie, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, right?
I guess I'm with you. I didn't realize that was a modern day problem.
I had no idea. There's this one picture of, like, a giant one that took out, like, this whole intersection in a city. I'm like, what is... And it was just, like, perfectly round. I'm like, wow, it looks fake. But apparently it's a real thing. Whatever. As long as it doesn't happen to me, I guess I'm alright.
Hmm. Yeah. Did you hear anything about this guy sneaking back into jail?
No?
Yeah. Uh, in New York, Rikers Island prison.
Yep.
This 36-year-old man who recently was released from jail snuck back in as a guard, and he lasted over a week
What? Just
before
pretend.
finally, like, he was moving inmates from cell to cell, and someone was like, "Hey, what's going on?"
What are you doing? He just pretended to be a guard. Was he
Yeah.
living there as a guard? Like how?
All they say is that his stay lasted over a week.
Weird.
This guy had previously been caught posing as a Board of Education member to enter schools. He's
Huh.
a convicted sex offender.
Oh. Okay. Weird dude.
Yeah. I guess I prefer him in prison, though, huh?
I guess, yeah, I mean. So, like, they found him and then, like, what, just, like, put him in a cell?
I don't even know. Like, I guess he has to go to trial and stuff.
I feel like that's the way it should work. Just like, you know what? Just stick him over here.
Yeah, stay.
You know, yeah. Fuck wasting the time to trial and everything. Fuck that. Just
I don't even know.
stick him in a
Well,
cell.
if he's on parole or something, it might be like that.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that, but
Right? Yeah, that's
hmm.
true.
It doesn't say really how it turned out. It just says that he was charged.
Hmm. Yeah, I would seriously. Just like, all right, well, you just go over here now. Guess you got what you wanted. I mean, you don't have guard privileges anymore. You bastard.
How much time we got? I don't know how to track this show.
We have about 2.5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got a good story?
Sure. There's this video that's going around, getting viral, of this guy pushing his girlfriend off a cliff.
Okay.
Which, when you leave it like that, sounds terrible.
Yeah.
But it's actually this thing. It's like the world's most insane rope swing. So it's like this giant rope swing that's hooked up, and you jump off this canyon. And there's this video of this guy who's trying to get his girlfriend to do it. And so she's all hooked up, and they keep counting down, and she won't jump. And they're like, you don't have to do it if you don't want, She's like, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna do
He
it.
just pushes her.
And they start counting down. And yeah, they keep doing this for a while. And then they're like way up close to the edge, and he's like, yeah, come on, you can do this. You can do this. And they count down again. And she's like, don't push me. I'm not gonna push you. I'm not gonna push you. And they do the countdown again. He pushes her off the cliff. Baby, no, no, no! She's screaming. And then you hear this big loud echo of, I'm breaking up with you!
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's terrific. And then the guy, like, falls down laughing his ass off. I just got dumped. It looked kind of staged, but it
Yeah.
was still pretty funny, nonetheless.
Yeah. I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, and this rope swing thing looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I would do it. There's a bunch more videos of them jumping off of this cliff, this rope swing.
Hmm.
Yeah. I would do it.
All right, we got time for a quick fucked up story or no?
Got 30 seconds.
Some dude tried to rob a store with an HIV-infected needle.
What?
Or so he claimed. I don't know. They probably didn't test it.
Right.
The dude,
That's his weapon of choice.
the dude grabbed a bottle of bleach and started smacking him and chased him out.
Brilliant.
But they caught the guy and put him in jail.
Oh, shit. Alright, well, I guess that is it. Bye-bye.